have a vision, make positive change possible.
What kind of women empowerment programs do you have?
Every business needs marketing. We've had the privilege of being trusted by 33 different countries, equip women and men.
Do you have a 2025 vision? Do you think you are a business influencer?
100,000 followers on TikTok in just 6 months. You name it, we've had it.
But educational videos do work on TikTok.
In choosing facilities for life, we've not yet influenced people everywhere like something which is genuine and raw. The program itself is based on personal development.
Is there like a secret magic sauce on what works on LinkedIn? Tell us, what is the difference? What is Impact Events and Publishers that you started last year, and how is it compared to Marketing Management International?
So we started our actual operations, which were more meaningful and in-depth during 2020, because that was the time when the lockdowns and all those changes were happening. And that was time when I was relaxing and trying to find the real purpose that should be behind all my work. So I've been an entrepreneur for last 12 years. And during these 12 years, I have founded, let me say 7, okay, to make it easy, entities, out of which at the moment we have 6 different areas which are being covered. That has the PR and marketing management, events management, publicity, publishing, book publishing. When I said just publishing, it is like we have 2 publications of our own. One is Female, the other one is Impactpreneur, business incorporation and business management consultancy. So we are technically Impact Group, offering all these services to our clients. Now, how I came to form this entire system was back in 2020 when I was sitting down and doing my homework, deciding that after all of the noise settles down and we are back to life, what we are going to achieve.
Really?
So we decided that we're going to serve humanity by focusing on 3 major verticals, including the first and foremost woman empowerment that came from my own observations of my experiences and the way the world treated me as a woman. Yes, and then economic diplomacy and fostering innovation. To achieve our goals in 3, let me say, verticals, we decided we are going to go with services related to marketing, because every business needs marketing. PR, because everybody has to build relationship with public, with the people that they wish to serve and the people that they are serving. So that aspect where a business needs to interact with people and to ensure that people are happy, because this is what everybody's goal is. They need, let's say, a system, a work plan, a strategy, advice, and we decided we are going to start from here.
Okay.
And also because I have been working in marketing since 2011.
Okay.
This being said, then we decided that another of our services is going to be all about bringing people together. So we said, how are we going to bring people together? It's not possible, isn't it? Like everybody has their work life. They're busy in the morning in their offices. In the evening, they'd like to be with their family. What will bring them together? Why would they decide to come out and be with other people and would be willing to network? And that's where we said that the activities that we've been doing since 2016 to 2020 under Yes Gulf need to be refined a little bit more. And we need to launch them again in large-scale conferences where people from, let's say at that time, in the UAE can come together, build business relationship, network with each other, learn from experiences, share knowledge, and then form affiliations, because that's how everybody's going to grow. And that's when we decided that we're going to have industry-specific conferences. So we launched a Women Leadership Program, which is now Impact Global Women Leadership Program.
Okay.
We launched Business Excellence Summit, which is coming up now in 5th of October as Impact CEO Gala and Impact Excellence Awards. Then we also created Business Innovation Summit, which was focused on helping us achieve our goals related to fostering innovation. It had its 2 seasons. During the second season, we decided to pause a little bit.
Okay.
And said, okay, let's get back to it after we are closely affiliated with a few tech enterprises. So we paused in 2022, I guess, and we are still waiting. Perhaps we do it next year in a different country and achieve our goals there. This being said, we have achieved our goals some of our goals related to economic diplomacy through our activities. Once again, we launched a business center between 5 different Latin American countries and Dubai to encourage more trade and, let's say, business flow between those countries and Dubai during Expo 2020. It was one of the crowning activities we had, and we feel very proud of that.
Which country was that?
That was Bolivia, Peru, Argentina, Spain. Now, with all these years past, when we have reached 2024, in our Impact Leadership Program, that also incorporates Business Excellence Women Leadership Program, we have, let me say, we've had the privilege of being trusted by 33 different countries who've been able to explore business avenues in the UAE. So we have actually built a platform through these exercises of, let's say, fostering innovation and encouraging more and more economic diplomacy, a very healthy platform, which is thriving on building strategic business relationships. And more business owners from different parts of the world are so excited to become a part of it that sometimes we have to purposely slow down and retain our focus.
Wow, that's impressive. So the response has been overwhelming.
It has been, yes. So we now get which is interesting for us as well. And sometimes we are very pleasantly surprised. We receive reviews on my phone sometimes from a client who perhaps has been with us in 2023, and they will text us saying that this experience with you has been exhilarating. We've not been able to find it elsewhere. We've been to so many excess number of conferences in this period of time, but what you are doing is totally unique, and we really support with our appreciation the work that you and your team are doing. So that is encouraging. It makes us happy.
Wow.
It makes us feel more motivated to achieve more goals. And we feel excited, of course. That's natural.
That's great. What about when you talk about women in leadership, what kind of women empowerment programs do you have, or what are your plans for those things?
Okay, so we started with this initiative related to women empowerment in 2021. That was the very first season. And before starting, I understood that we will need some support, as in to validate the program so that nobody questions it, that why you're doing it, what silly things and all that. You know, some people questioned me at that time when I was launching it.
Really?
So we went to the office of His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Faisal Al Qasimi, and he was very excited and he offered us support. We are still with him.
Okay.
Then we are also supported by His Highness Sheikh Salim bin Sultan bin Saqar Al Qasimi.
Okay.
He joins us every year.
Okay.
Every year in own impact leadership programs.
Okay.
And we are very grateful for that. So the presence of the leadership matters a lot.
Yes, of course.
And that has something which has really helped us in adding credibility to the system that we were building. Otherwise, there were a lot of people who were saying, oh, you're just an ordinary person. How can you come up and say, okay, I'm building this and I'm building that? Come on, who's going to believe you? So this has helped, for which we are really grateful. On the other hand, the program itself is based heavily on personal development and also on endorsements. So we have leadership awards that are happening now twice a year and are much in demand. The awards are not just like any other awards. Each ceremony is a system where the selected individuals come together. They are encouraged to explore common grounds. They are facilitated in building business relationships so that they're signing contracts and they're making affiliations. In order to make sure that it goes successful, we have marketed it worldwide. So, like I said, that there have been 33 countries who've been with us. So they've been actually tapping into the system. So the leaders in multiple industries such as technology, manufacturing, textile, fashion design, healthcare, majorly healthcare, coaching, learning and development, education, you name it. We've had it. And it has worked. It has worked on multiple levels. Many people were able to have, let me say, achieve their professional goals because they were a part of the program. Some were able to achieve, let me say, their global citizenship goals because they were able to get their visas after the endorsement for being such and such experts in their fields. This being said, apart from endorsement, we have regular workshops. Although we were conducting workshops before as well, that was before 2020, but the scope of those workshops was slightly limited. Now there are no limitations. So we are organizing workshops in HR, in business development, in sales, marketing, personal growth, well-being, health. Health retreats are coming up. They have not yet been done. But these workshops actually give skills, or let me say, equip women and men both, because this is now Impact Leadership Program, which incorporates benefits for women and also benefits for men, because we believe in striking a balance. So we have brought it to that, and it allows everybody to acquire new skills, polish their existing expertise, and grow together. That's why we call it leadership. And we are making sure that we have experts from different parts of the world who are seasoned and are equipped with the latest leadership skill development programs. And such people need to come on board with us, and they are doing so, to ensure that the leaders who are in the community are learning and growing.
Okay. Do you think you are a business influencer, or do you think you create business influencers?
Call myself a business influencer. I will say I'm a visionary businesswoman. I have a vision. One of my major goals is to make positive change possible, where people go beyond revenue, where people go beyond personal gains and actually work for the greater good.
Okay.
And that is why we have the programs where people are able to share their experiences, their expertise, their knowledge in order to empower others. If you ask me whether we prepare business influencers, I will say yes.
Okay.
Because we are working towards achieving those goals that every business person aspires to achieve. By working, I mean we help them build a strategy. We help them have a presence. We help them enhance their visibility. We make sure that their message is received, passed on, and worked upon. So you can, if you think this is influence, then this is what we...
Of course it is. It is. And I think LinkedIn plays a relevant role in your professional development and life on these things. But do you think TikTok plays that relevance for you, or for your, for the people that enroll with you? Is that relevant in the business world?
Okay, now let me explain it to you. When you're eating your meals, what do you have in your hand?
A fork
and a knife and a fork and a spoon, right?
Yeah.
And then you have different sizes for different types of meals, isn't it? And you keep on shifting. Your social media is just like that. There are tools that you will have in your hand in order to, let's say, satiate your appetite for growth. So you can use LinkedIn for a specific purpose and you can use TikTok for another purpose. It might be a little bit challenging to gain a lot of followers on LinkedIn these days, but it's less challenging to gain a lot of audience on TikTok. And no matter what the nature of your content is, I have seen people on TikTok being very, very responsive.
Okay.
And the reach has become greater. However, it's very easy for you to prospect on LinkedIn because you can see the relevant profiles, you can approach them, they will warm up towards you easily because they will understand the message and they will respond as you want. So if you wish to receive more positive and focused responses, then I believe LinkedIn is a better place.
But educational videos do work on TikTok.
They do work on TikTok.
Okay.
For example, one of our clients, one day she just took her camera and her phone, and she started sharing her experiences on TikTok. Now she's about to reach 100,000 followers on TikTok in just 6 months. That was fast, and I was surprised. She said that all you have to do is be present, and be present frequently on TikTok. And the rest goes like, and you're happy because you have your audience and people are interacting with you. They want to know more about what you're thinking and how you're feeling and what your views are about a certain issue. And her content is very random. Like in most of the videos, she's simply sharing what she thinks about, let's say, people holding their phones in their hands while they're having a family dinner.
Okay.
Something as simple and basic as that. And she's not even thinking about editing and bringing in lots of, let me say, visuals into what she's saying. It's just her speaking into the camera, but it works because people like it. I have felt, I'm not sure if you will agree with me or not.
Yeah.
People everywhere like something which is genuine and raw. They like things for their reality. They like to know people for who they really are. They do not want people to look larger than life or be very superficial, as you've rightly said. So I think that more authentic and original content is appreciated on all platforms, even on Instagram.
How do you use it personally, the different platforms for your...
I'm majorly a LinkedIn person.
Okay.
So I started my LinkedIn a long time back. The purpose was first to find speakers for the different workshops that we were planning to hold under YesGov. That was 2017.
Okay.
That's when we started taking it very seriously. And at that time, one of my team members used to help me in managing communication on LinkedIn. And so it was not always me.
Okay.
But then somehow during our journey, I met a LinkedIn influencer. And then I understood the ins and outs of content.
Oh, okay.
And I became more serious about creating content on LinkedIn. And yes, people love interacting.
Okay.
So I have met a lot of good people through LinkedIn.
So is there like a secret magic sauce on what works on LinkedIn?
Authenticity works on LinkedIn.
Okay.
You don't have to, like, even if it's you and me, we would like to see something more natural than something which is from then made up,
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I go for interacting with people who are really driven. I like seeing the achievements of everybody because that motivates me to connect with them. I have found a lot of like-minded people there.
Okay.
A lot of them, which could have been very difficult. If you go, on the other hand, with advertising, let me say it this way. If you go on advertising, we have never succeeded in getting the same intensity and volume of response through paid advertisements as we have received through organic outreach on LinkedIn. So it's a very great tool.
What's happening in Saudi?
Oh, yes. Okay. So this year, before the year began, we decided that we are going to, since we are receiving very positive response from various countries, we're going to explore avenues and find more places where we can create impact by taking the Impact Leadership Program with us. So I've been invited by one of my friends to visit Riyadh and to understand the ecosystem. And I discovered that we should take leadership program there. It's much needed. It's the requirement of the time. So very soon,
Okay.
very good news coming.
Is that like part of your vision? Because I was just going to ask you, do you have a 2025 vision?
Mid-year, one of our mid-year meetings resulted in zooming in on two major areas. One is new and one is old. The old one is Impact Leadership Program. We are going to continue building it and continue taking it to other countries where different business leaders can benefit from it, because sometimes it's difficult for everybody to travel. So why don't we take the system to them instead of waiting for them to come to the UAE? That's the thing. On the second side, we have decided that we are going to zoom in on lifestyle industry and travel. And we are going to see how we can create more impact. Because, and everybody knows it, it's no secret, a lot of global impact in terms of sustainability is created through lifestyle and also through travel. A lot of carbon emissions, a lot of the way we are using our resources is affecting the way we are living and the way our future is evolving. So we've decided that when we talk about impact, it should not be just in developing better leaders. It should also be towards creating a more sustainable, a more healthier world. So we have decided to work in these avenues. We've initiated a project which is coming up 5th of October.
Yes.
So in the upcoming CEO conference and also the Impact Fashion Walk, which is happening on the evening of the same day.
At the same venue, it's the same
venue, same event, but 3 different segments.
Okay.
We are going to begin with developing better leadership. We have 8 leaders who will take the stage and share knowledge with the audience. At the same time, we have a beautiful agri-tech project, which is coming all the way probably from Wales to show us the way forward in farming for tackling with challenges related to food security, which is very, very dear to my heart. We are going to work in close alliance with them to ensure that some of our goals are achieved. And then, yes, the impact is made, because this is the larger goals that we have envisioned. Apart from this, we are tapping into the fashion industry. This is just the beginning. It was very challenging for us as a first shot at that. Lots of difficulties came up, but in the longer run, we wish to create an impact in the lifestyle segment where we are raising awareness about what better lifestyle really is and what people should opt for as their best option as they go on towards living more meaningful, more impactful lives. Intellectually, we've been working on it already. But let's say in choosing products, in choosing facilities for life, we've not yet influenced, and we want to start now before it's too late. So this is the larger vision behind the Impact CEO conference and Impact Fashion Walk. Apparently, it'll look like a conference and it'll look like a fashion walk.
Okay.
But that's not what it is. We are working towards some goals that we need to achieve, and alone we will not be able to do that.
Okay.
For this, we need multiple entities with similar vision to come forward, join us, and work with us.
Great. And do you have a timeline for this?
Yes. This is our plan that we are going to build in next 2 years. So starting from now, 2025 in here and Saudi and Istanbul.
Oh.
So we will have a presence in Istanbul end of this year and in Saudi beginning of the next year.
Fantastic.
Continuing with what we want to achieve. It's ambitious, I know. A lot of people tell me, oh my goodness, you're too ambitious, which is not good for you. And I'm like, you don't know what's good for me.
Well said. Well said. Do you have any other words of wisdom for our viewers? Anything else you would like to shed some light on?
Sure. So I'd like to share with the viewers that do not let other people's opinion affect you. And don't let anything stop you, even if it's failure. Because I have failed many times and I'm very comfortable with that. Now when I'm starting something new, I hardly ever think about what is what if, what if? No, I don't think like that. I just think like, I want to do this and I'm doing it on this date. And after a few days, it's done. And we've achieved what we want to achieve. It's simple as that. Everything is here. Just by changing the way we think, we can change our life and also impact positively the lives of people who are around us.
Very inspiring, Nousheen. Thank you so much. I love your confidence. I think you're a great speaker.